Kia ora folks, RDB Your Local Bushman here, and today I would like to talk to you about my new camera. It is the, let's see if we can focus on it. It's the thing I'm shooting with now, okay? This is the new camera, or it's the box for it. Now, this camera is going to be used on my Project Distant Shores. For those folks who don't know, Project Distant Shores, okay, is the film I am shooting while I am through hiking, long distance tramping, the Araroa Trail, starting in October, round about 24th. We're going to see what happens, weather patterns and all that. A lot of things to discuss. Well, anyway, what I'd like to talk to you about, as I said today, is my camera and some of my camera gear. Now, this camera I'm shooting with now, it is fantastic. I've had about a week to play around with the settings. I'm still learning some of the settings. Now, I'm shooting this right now as we speak in Cinema 4K, just to really test it out. But the whole goal with Project Distant Shores is it will be filmed ideally in Cinema 4K. Why Cinema 4K, you may ask? Well, the main reason is because no one has done it before in New Zealand. Everyone works with UHD, with GoPros, and to be honest and to be quite frank, I believe it's oversaturated. It's an oversaturated market, UHD. It is quite popular, it's quite mainstream. You know, Rasta Bushman here, I'm not a mainstream guy whatsoever. So we're going to try something different. So ideally for Project Distant Shores, the Araroa Tramper documentary, okay, that will be ideally filmed in Cinema 4K. Now let's talk about some of the gear that I've got in regards to not just this YouTube channel and this massive upgrade. It's a huge upgrade. This camera, okay, I'm going to be quite frank with you, okay, this camera cost me, including with several accessories, $1,400 now, New Zealand. Now, it was used for maybe 100 or 200 shots and about an hour of video, so it's practically brand new. It came with a few accessories, some batteries, etc. And the current retail, just the camera itself, how it comes shipped in the box, okay? How it comes shipped in the box, okay folks? That cost, at the moment, at the most expensive in New Zealand, 2,000 New Zealand dollars. And I paid 1,400, so that's a bang up bargain. I've been looking for ages. It took me weeks and weeks to look for a camera, particularly this one, because this is the camera I always wanted. Not just for my YouTube channel, but for this Araroa documentary as well. And luckily I was able to find it. So some of the accessories that came with it are as follows. One second. Okay, so I've got my big baggie of goodies now. Now, I hope you guys appreciate the Cinema 4K. Everything's been shot, just for a fun fact, 640 ISO. I'm only using one light. That's just my room light. I don't have my studio lights. I don't really use them. I shoot outdoors. So, 640 ISO. It's on 2.8 aperture. Everything's being white balance. I know how to do that. Okay, so some of the goodies I've got, it's quite a bit of goodies. Okay, I'm just going to plop them over here for now. Okay, so let's start off with audio. At the moment I'm recording with my shotgun mic, okay? I cannot find my phone for some reason at the moment, so I do not have a external recorder to record me with. However, I do have. Now, I will be interviewing a lot of people on the trail, okay, and this can also be used for my documentary. It's highly portable, highly light, and bang up the best quality for its price range. It is awesome quality. Inside here, we have a Aperture A-Lav mic. Now, this microphone is awesome, okay, folks? It comes in this little tiny, it's so tiny, it's not fun. Little box, okay. So here we go. got the dead cat on it, or the dead kitten as they call it. Comes with this little pack here. Comes with a little pack, so you plug in one for the microphone, this thing here. One goes to your external recorder, and the bottom cable, the bottom one down here, that charges it, or you can listen to it while it's being recorded, so it's fantastic. Now, this microphone and that, right, weighs 96 grams. Everything I have here, so everything I need just to record is 96 grams, so it's incredibly lightweight. That's why I got it, and the quality, it's bang up good quality. Okay, it comes with several cables. Okay, so it's one cable to plug into a phone or Android. It's just a little cable right there. And it's got a USB to 3.5 adapter cable. That's it right there. Just a little cable, and you can plug that into AC, you can plug that into computer, you can plug that into a USB power bank. Highly portable, different charging options. That is the main reason why I bought it. It comes with some duct tape, some gaffer tape, okay? So I purchased that for approximately, off eBay, so I got it off eBay via the UK, Great Britain in it. So I got that for $40 New Zealand, shipped. So that's incredibly good value. These things at the moment in New Zealand are selling for about $109 roughly, so it's not too bad value. Not too bad value. Okay, so for someone like super basic data dumpage, there is going to be a separate video about this later on, but for separate data dumpage while out in the bush or while on the trail, I'll be using a OTG cable. OTG cable. So yeah, just the OTG cable, on the go cable via phone, via Wi-Fi for camera to a hard drive. As I said, there's going to be a separate video discussing about my Te Araroa documentary, and in particular data shooting and data storage, or footage I should say, for the documentary and blogging on the trail. Okay, so it came with some SD cards. Okay, it came with some SD cards. Now the one I'm using is currently the one I'm using, but it came with two separate cards. It came with, I know I won't pick it up. Yeah, but I'll read to you what it is. It's the SanDisk Extreme Pro U3 SDXC V30 95 megabytes per second 64 gig cards. Okay, these are currently selling, folks, in New Zealand, $78 each. She gave me the lady that I bought the camera off, lovely lady. She gave me two, so that's a bang up good value. What is the others? I've got some separate ones for HD. That's just for general blogging in general. I've got some more U1s, UHS 1 speed cards, just general photos and general HD in general, and 128 U3. So it's another high speed 128 U3. It's a Samsung. It's a genuine one. I tested it in RMB Prep, I believe is the program. Crystal Mark and a few others. All the cards I bought are genuine. I have had bad experiences buying fake cards. I've bought two recently, and yeah, not very nice experience. As I said, I might have to talk about that separately in a different video, but yeah, I got my money back, so that was the short gist of it, the short end. Okay, so that's pretty good. Now, we got some batteries with it as well. Now, talk to you guys about my other power option, which I'm still testing at the moment. I want to know the full extent of its capabilities. Okay, so we have got, now the camera won't be able to lock onto that. You won't be able to see it, but it's a genuine battery, and this is the Lumix Panasonic battery pack, model number DMWBLC12E. So it's the factory genuine batteries that come with this. she gave me another extra, so that's 2 batteries, plus I bought another 2 for $30 New Zealand each. These 2 I'm holding in my hand, $30 New Zealand each off eBay, so it's been fantastic. Been getting a lot of bargains. Some of my gear for Te Araroa Trail, which I'm finally about 98% the way through on my gear. There's about 2 things I have to get, okay folks, so those 2 things I will update those in a separate video, so that will be my final update video for the Te Araroa Trail RDB's pack out for Te Araroa Trail video, okay folks, so stay tuned for that. That's coming up. Got a lot of things coming up, but let's make this more specific. The camera I'm using now, the camera I'll be using for the rest of my YouTube, you could say career, and YouTube in general, and for the Te Araroa Trail. Now, I've got a power bank. I've had this power bank for years and years and years, okay folks? This is a tough tested. It's a proper brand, not like a cheapy knockoff Chinese, some sweatshop, slave labor. We don't know how these things are made anymore. But it's a great quality brand name. Tough tested, okay? 15,000 megaamp hertz power bank. And that costed me, with warranty, it was used a month, but it still came with a warranty. It has a 3-year warranty, okay folks? There's about 6 months left on it. I spent $80 on this. So a few years ago they were expensive. Nowadays they're getting cheaper and cheaper, which is good. Thoughts on this? I might upgrade it. It all depends. It really does depend, folks. So we'll have to see how that goes. Now, that will charge my phone. That will charge my batteries for my camera. Unfortunately, with this camera, you cannot charge with USB. However, powering the camera, there are options out there. Okay. Now, this thing here, it's a little cable pack, and it's very weird. It's a dummy battery, so it's a DC coupler pack. Okay. Take out the main battery now. You slot this in. It's got a converter cable. Okay, so I think it's a 4.6 millimeter, something like that. Plug that plugs into a female plug. And this end is the USB end, and it converts the current so you can run your camera. Now, I've been testing this with time-lapses, time-lapse shots. The max I was doing at the moment was 15-second intervals, sorry. So 15-second intervals on for about 1,200 images before the camera locks up, because the battery cannot be supplied enough amps and voltage. So the more battery you use on this thing, the more amps and voltage drops, and that can be quite dangerous. And what happens, folks, is it tends to freeze the camera. So being this a bridge camera, it will just keep it extended, which I don't know if it's safe or not, but for me personally, I'd rather have that thing retract back in. That way I know it's safe, particularly with the lens. As I said, folks, it's a bridge camera. It's got a ton of features. Let's quickly talk about the features. Yeah, so before I talk about that, sorry, this plugs in so I can get great battery power, hours and hours and hours and hours of usage. However, there's a catch-22. I've tested with 5 different power banks of the same amps, that's the output amps, and the same megaamp hertz total capacity, and they've all only getting a couple hours. However, as I said, they need to be fully charged. So it has to be fully charged, okay, to get the maximum benefits. After that, you can still charge your phone, still charge your batteries via USB, etc. Differently, not through the camera, but through a separate USB charger, okay, folks? So you can do that. So there's always that. So let's talk about some of the features and why I chose this camera. Now, I chose this camera because it's a bridge. In the bush, I've used interchangeable lenses before, way back in the day. I did not like it because I was doing a lot of photography as a kid, predominantly for school camps. Now, I wasn't in scouts, but we did a lot of school camps. Like pretty much every 3rd to 4th week, we went out for the bush for a night. So I had quite a bit of experiences as a child growing up. We went to a lot of camps and it was pretty cool. Now, the reason why I don't like interchangeable lenses just for my particular shooting style, particularly for the bush and my documentaries, because it's too much weight. I would have to carry too many lenses around before that, and I've had bad experiences with lenses falling off. Maybe that's due to incorrect adjustment, whatever, but I've had issues with lenses falling off, or it could have been because the coupler wasn't correctly in, or it was frail, or it was starting to break, whatever. But for me personally, it's too much money, and B, it's just too much weight. So my total camera gear and including phone, electronics altogether, so that's phone, batteries, power bank, and the camera and the camera accessories to do interviews and ambient sound and all that stuff, SD cards, all that junk, is approximately 2,742 grams, so 2742. That's not too bad package. That's another reason why I chose this camera, the FZ2500, also known as FZ2000. It is small, it is really compact, and it's big-ish, it is heavy-ish. However, it has that, as I said, a brilliant zoom range. It has all these inbuilt features. ND filters. I've lost at least 3 ND filters on my film cameras. Yes, folks, Russ does still shoot film. No, I'm not a hipster. I've shot film ever since I was a kid. Not a whole bunch, but I did shoot film and had experiences with film. So that's why I had film cameras, and I still got some. Might have to talk about that one day and just discuss with you guys about some of my old school gear. Because I have a lot of intricate, you could say, hobbies that includes the bush, or is a part of the bush. You know, the bush is like the huge compassion of my life. Besides from, of course, as you folks know, Russ the Bushman obviously is a Rastafarian, so I love the bush. But anyway, it's got heaps of features, 20 megapixel camera, it's got built-in ND filters, everything is inbuilt. That's why I like it. It's basically a camcorder, or professional consumer level camcorder. It's way better than the old camcorder I have right here. Now folks, if you folks didn't know, this is my old camcorder. I know it's a bit dark for it to see, but it will not properly focus, but this is an old one. I think it's like from 2005. Anyway, it's a Panasonic HDC HS20. It's one of the, it's a 1080p one. So it's a 1080p full high definition camera. It's got Dolby Digital 5.1 channel on it and all that. It costed me $200 at the time. So for most of my videos that I've shot on this channel was actually from that. I had a few other cameras, 3 other cameras from when my channel very first started, even before I started shooting bushcrafty or bushman type videos. Okay folks, those cameras didn't pan out and most of them were point and shoot, and I upgraded to this beast. It's a beast of a camera. They call it the baby brother of the GH4, so it does pretty much exactly everything a GH4 does. It's flipping amazing. As I said, it does all the photos, 4K photo, it does post focus, you can process raw photos, all that stuff. I mainly bought it for video. I'm more comfortable with video, so that's the main reasons why I bought it. Anyway, that is just some of my gear that I have for Araroa Trail. I had a little rant, but there's a few updates I had to get. So yeah, thank you folks for watching. I hope this video gives you some sort of clues into what Russ has been doing, and he's been playing around with this new toy, trying everything out, getting this camera ready for YouTube and ready for the documentary. Project Distant Shores, 2018-2019, the Araroa journey. Don't want to miss it, so ka kite, blessed trails folks, ka kite anō, and I hope to see you very soon, very shortly, probably about a couple of days time. We'll see what happens. Okay folks, take care, blessed trails, ka kite anō, and I hope to see you very soon. See you later.